pretty safe, secure, trustworthy, honest, for the most part.
It's pretty positive.
Yeah, I don't really have a negative opinion about banks. I think they're a very necessary part of our life and the economy and business. I think that banks are pretty important. So no negative.
I would agree.
I guess very useful. I often need to run into the bank to get checks and even to just talk to people to figure out what to do with my money. So I would say useful. It's a good thing to have around.
I will say I don't have the best understanding of how banks and government work as far as why the banks would basically be responsible for the economy. I would blame the government more than banks. I mean, banks still, at the end of the day, I'm not angry at a bank if the economy's bad. I would be more angry with the leadership and government.
I think that they can be useful. I do understand where some people may be a little reserved because you don't know, and I believe we don't know everything that goes on on the federal side per se, so some people are a little weary of that. But I think they can be useful, at least for someone like me, to just not have cash on you or around you all the time, be able to put your cash somewhere, understanding that all your cash is not necessarily safe. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't have a real problem with them. I'm happy with my bank. That's my opinion.
I guess I don't necessarily associate them that much with anything that went wrong. I guess maybe 50-50 between them and the government would be sort of the blame, I suppose. But I don't really think of banks necessarily as the problem.
Well, I don't really have a huge relationship with my bank. I go there and deposit my check and, thanks for coming, and that's pretty much it. So they don't negatively affect me, but they don't positively affect me either.
Great opinion. I don't feel like I get charged to death for fees like the banks seem to want to do. And, I've been with a credit union since I started banking as a young child.
I think they're pretty secure, although I find they have a lot of user fees. I think that's kind of my complaint with them. But other than that, I don't have a bad opinion of banks.
I like banks. I'm learning more and more about them. We're in the process of buying a house, so that I have no issues with our bank. I like our bank a lot. I have positive opinions about banks. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, I think they're needed, and I've always had a good relationship with my bankers all the time, so I think they're great. I think they're very much needed.
Also a member of a credit union. It seems that the credit unions seem to care a little bit more about their individual members and are more helpful to our individual issues or problems.
Well, I think that they provide an important and essential service, but I think that there is the potential for negative.
I mean, they're good for you. Your money's not going to earn money, more money underneath your mattress or in a cookie jar or wherever people think it's safest. I think it's one of those win-win situations that they're using your money to fund, small businesses or home loans, as long as they keep, within retrospect, as long as they keep within the limits that they need to be and not overextend themselves like what happened, 5 years ago. And then it all went to pot.
I think they're, for the most part, they're good, they're helpful, and, there's always a few people who are in for things for themselves, but I think for the most part, my general opinion is a good one.